What's up, everybody? I apologize for the delay. I had to reboot my computer, so you know how that is. This is Real Talk Chronicles. I'm your host, Bill Forster. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. It's beautiful outside. Um, Listen, if you home, check me out. If you out and about, enjoy the day, because trust me, it's a beautiful day out there. So let's get into it. Shout out to all the sponsors that are doing their thing and Deli Arts and Survival Magazine. Nathan Ingram is coming out with a movie about a documentary about his life. Should be very interesting. He's the CEO of Daily Arts of Survival magazine, and it's a magazine that I was in, and I appreciate and support that brother. Hey, Stefania, I might have to have you come with me because I hope these guys are showing up. You know. Anyway, uh, also, uh, Row House, we are doing good. We have jazz on Sundays, Martini Mondays. We have SNS on Tuesdays. We have Cheddar Entertainment on Wednesdays. I think he's starting something called Hennessy Wednesdays. Thursdays, we have legendary Reggie Wells. Sometimes he brings in the legendary Hollywood. Also, Fridays, we call it Assorted Flavors Fridays. And Saturdays, Beautiful People Brunch Party. On the second Saturday of the month, we have Mark Smooth and DJ Cozy. And on the fourth Saturday, we come back and we do our thing. Of course, shout out to Melba's, Chocolat, uh, and anybody else that supports Real Talk Chronicles. So, the playoffs are starting. What do we know about these Knicks? What do we feel about these Knicks? Mm. Yankees, baseball season is here. We started off great, 7-2, and then lost five, and then I think now they're like 8-7, but they're still atop. But the season is real young. Just what's your thoughts on all of that? Now, let's get into what's happening out here. You can talk about Ti's son. What is it? King Harris, is that his name? I don't know if any of you seen the video. I might get my techie Malika to share the screen and show that video. I think we have to understand that there are certain things. Well, first, let me just say this. As a black man, I understand, a man of color, I understand anything and everything that people are fearful of in dealing with law enforcement. As a law enforcement officer, you should comply. Now, with that car stop wherever he lives, I guess it's a right to carry state. So he had a gun in his possession. Now, that officer, I commend him. He did everything by the book and he articulated himself. He tried to de escalate everything. King James wasn't, let's say, I'm not going to say he was rude. I'm just going to say he felt privileged. I don't know if that's because of his father, his mother, who are artists. What's up, Mike? But what I'm going to say is that we need to educate ourselves on how to interact with law enforcement. Now, we can always keep going on the premise that we have been, abused and shot and stuff like that. And I'm not here to dispute that by no means. Because the only thing that stops me from going through certain things is I know how to speak back to an officer because I was one. And I have a kind of get out of jail free card, my ID. With saying that and saying all of that, the officer articulated everything that he wanted King James, think about LeBron, King Harris to do. And King Harris wasn't compliant. Then he wanted to call his lawyer. If you heard what the officer said, like I said, if I get Malika to share the screen, I'll do it. If you heard what the officer said, you're not you're not arrested yet. I'm asking you to step out the car for my safety and your safety. There's a gun in the vicinity of you in a lungible area, lungible distance, and I wanted you to pull out. Hey, Diane, what's going on? Diane, I would love to know you, Stefania, Mike. I would love to know your thoughts on if you saw the King Harris video when he got pulled over T.I.'s son. So the officer, I commend him. He was excellent. He articulated himself. He didn't escalate anything. He told him, he said, listen, I want you to come out the car to talk to me. First and foremost, you don't have a driver's license. You don't have any paperwork. You're speeding. So you're all assed out. You're wrong on every account. And now the officer is still trying to work with you. And you still want to be, shall I say, difficult. So you said you didn't want to get out the car. Okay. The officer explained why he asked you to get out the car. And you still said, well, I got to get out the car to talk to you. Well, the officer said, well, you have a gun in your car. And the officer didn't even say it. Is it licensed? Nothing yet. He just went on the premise of it is licensed. Oh, Diane, it's on my page too. Or you get a chance to Google King Harris stopped by law enforcement. Like I said, I wish I could show it. I'm not as talented as Malika is. Oh, also too, speaking of Malika, she's doing that for anybody that's interested in AI. She's doing a summit, a workshop summit, AI brunch this Saturday at Row House, I think from 12 to 4, if I'm correct. Well, I know it's definitely from 12 to 4. It's AI lunch. Two AI consultants that will give you in hand good knowledge on AI. For those that are interested, please stop by and join that brunch. So, like I said, after several commands to leave the vehicle, he still chose not to. So now the officer, I guess now he has to exercise his authority. He says, well, listen, now you're being arrested for not complying to me. Hey, Tracy, how you doing? We were talking about King Harris getting arrested for the car stop. I don't know if you saw that. And I was just giving my perspective from a Black man and a law enforcement officer, former law enforcement officer. In a world of, well, I tell anybody, you have a hard time winning anything when you don't comply. I'd rather get tickets and go to court and fight than get arrested. I mean, King Harris is going to lose this case, whatever that is. The body cam doesn't lie. The officer wasn't disrespectful. He even called his lawyer, and he said, "You calling your lawyer?" But he said, "You're not arrested." Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Maria? Wendy's blessings to you too. Absolutely. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. It's beautiful. It's supposed to be cold. I mean, like cold, 60 degrees Monday. You get spoiled with high 80s. So I'm definitely spoiled with that right now. My dogs are spoiled too. I don't know where they are. They're around here somewhere. They're doing dog stuff. Stefania says, hold on, let me put my glasses on. I was on the video cam. Mike said it was on the video cam. Absolutely, Mike. What's your thoughts on that? Stefania says, let's see, sounds like he thinks he's above the law. Yeah, like so many of these celebrities. Absolutely. What's up, D Music? Always good to see you, brother. Hope everything is well with you. One day you got to come by and hang out with me at Row House. I know all DJs always say, "Yo, B, when can I get a slot?" Right now, everything is booked, and there's a waiting list for people to call out. but I need love for you to come by and hang out with me one day, just to say hi. Let's see what else we were talking about. So yeah, everybody, when you get that celebrity status, it's just like they showed the video when Justin Timberlake got arrested, and he really didn't act like he was above the law. Or Justin was just on some like, I'm Justin Timberlake. I'm on tour. Yeah, Mike, the cop was very nice, very very nice. Uh, could have snatched his little ass out. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Mike say, yeah. He says, yeah. Let's see. Are these glasses good? Let's see. Hey man, I'm have to go to another pair. He says, yes, we will do. I'm going to send you something on your messenger, my interview today. Okay, please do. I appreciate that. Um, love to hear music or your interview. Definitely talking about our era of doing our thing. These are better. The glasses maybe not a prescription. So uh, Ti came to the scene because he called. The cop was even nice. He could have impounded the car. He said, "Can somebody come get the car and the gun?" Called. I guess he called his mother. Ti comes respectful, gentleman, bona fide, and he asked. He said, "Did my son explain that he might have been in fear of the safety?" The officer said, "Yeah, definitely, but I just called to ask him to get, tell him to get out the car." He explained everything to Ti. Ti was like, "Okay." Then Ti asked, "Was there anything that we could do to rectify this on the scene now?" And the officer, said no, because I gave him the chance to do that, which he probably would have just received maybe a couple of summonses or right now, and he would have had to get proof of ownership of the car or whoever there was an owner of the car. But the officer could listen. The officer could have vouched the car, vouched the gun, everything. He didn't do that. He said, "Come get it." So the moral of my story is, please, if you're going to quote the law, learn the law. Stop listening to the internet tell you what to do and not to do, because it doesn't go good for you, because you're the only one that's in court and everybody else is home getting clickbait off your shit. So stop it. Now, we have a president that has us in war. Tomatoes are up, gas is still high, and he's given ultimatums that have not been met to his standard. We also have, is it true that I said that China is going to help Iran with something? If I'm correct, please let me know. If I'm wrong, let me know that too. But the president comes out with a picture of himself as Jesus. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. He comes as himself as Jesus Christ. The person in the bed or laying down, everybody says looks like Epstein. I ain't go there with that. The internet is undefeated. So now memes have just gone crazy with it. And then the president admits it, says, yeah, I put it up, but I put myself up as a doctor. How? What do we have in office? Please, somebody let me know. What do we who do we have in office? I have not seen anything presidential about this man but his suit. This has nothing to do with Republican or Democrat. So I don't care what anybody wants to say. Now, you voted for who you voted for. I get it. And you voted for who you voted for because of. But if you're not denouncing what you're seeing now, I don't know what to tell you about yourself. You're telling me you voted for this man, and right now you co-sign him putting up pictures like that. He hasn't stopped the war. I don't. You tell me. You tell me what it is. Anybody got to want to chime in, say something? You talk to me. You're always welcome to come in and be a part of Real Talk Chronicles. I don't know where my co-hosts are tonight, but I guess they are doing co-host stuff wherever they are. Let me see. Let me reach out to one of them and see where the hell he is. So, what are you doing for the weekend? Yeah, Yeah, he's a clown. He definitely I can't believe what I see. Is there anything you want to talk about? Oh, let's see. So the first Monday and the third Monday of the month, Malika is doing AI workshops. Well, AI, she's having Real Talk Chronicles AI style. The second is Dr. Marilyn Quarter. If you missed that, I had a great show with her Monday. The third, I'm delving back into the original Real Talk Chronicles game, which we used to talk about relationships. I'm married now, so yeah, it's a whole different animal. Um, but I got Lenny Green from WBLS Quiet Storm as my co-host, and I'll let him try to do most of the questioning. Anybody that wants to come on and talking about relationships, you're more than welcome. Just inbox me, let me know. Uh, I try to do 2 and 2, maybe 2 men, 2 women. I like to rotate them once a month. If not, I can recycle anybody. It doesn't make a difference. We're just talking about if you're single and you're dating. You can talk about your age, dating at your age. What are you looking for? What are you not looking for? What do you expect? Expectations, requirements. We get older. Listen, it gets different. I'm married now, so it's good. One day I might have a show with some married couples and let Lenny come on and talk about how was it, you know, how to get to marriage, which is a good thing, for those that have been married and for those that are not married and having aspirations of being married. Nothing wrong with it, you know. You got somebody to love you forever, supposedly unconditionally, which is a beautiful thing. I'm in a good place. I can't complain. Uh, we even share walking the dogs together. So I say all that to say, um, yeah. So that's a great show that we're doing. Please give me something to talk about. I can sit here and ramble on. I see Stephen A. Smith is getting a lot of smoke from people on the things that he's saying. Kind of a lot of people have fell back from him because of what he said and what he's done. Matter of fact, let me go to my Facebook page and see what I can share and not share with you. Um, let's see. I don't know, cuz what's going on? I heard there's some stuff going on about a hospital uh, and Black Excellent in Space, NASA. Yeah, absolutely. I heard there's something going on. I don't know. Did y'all hear this story about a woman? She goes on vacation with a boyfriend of 1 year, and they supposedly get married or get engaged, and she ends up dying. Yes, Cedar Hill Hospital. Exactly, cousin. Exactly. And she dies. Let me see if I can play this. Let me see. She's a 31-year-old influencer who was on vacation with her fiance celebrating her birthday. He actually proposed on the trip, but something crazy happened. She was having a good time. Her family said she was very excited to be there, shared pictures with the family, FaceTimed them when she was proposed to. But they released a statement saying that Ashley was found unconscious in her villa and was rushed to a local hospital where her death was confirmed hours later. I spoke to Robinson's parents. Here's some of what they had to say. It doesn't make any sense. She was traveling with her, with her boyfriend, and he was taking what was supposed to be a celebratory trip to celebrate her birthday that was coming, and they were in a gorgeous place in Africa and happy. Everything that we knew was that she was supposed to be happy, and she was engaged. She celebrated her birthday thereafter, and then she's just gone. We're confused about how that could change so drastically. What can you tell us in terms of how you found out, and have you spoken to her fiance? I was initially
contacted by him to let me know that something had occurred and that she was in the hospital, but it was very limited communication and not with a lot of detail. I asked him, when it happened and where it happened, and he told me that something had occurred 11 hours prior to when he was reaching out to me.
We found out that our daughter had passed from the hotel. The fiance did not reach out to us at all.
Do you believe that Joe McCann had something to do with your daughter's death? We don't have, it's under investigation, and we don't know what's going on.
It's under investigation, and like we said, we just want transparency. Just let us know.
I want to make sure that everybody is fully aware that she was a light. She was a light. She was a beautiful person, and this doesn't align with who she is. Understandably, the family really didn't want to talk about Joe McCann, the man who proposed to their daughter. When you go online, you can see he's the CEO of Asymmetric, which is a venture capital company that invests in crypto companies. But the point is, the family wants answers. They don't understand why they haven't been able to reach Joe. They don't understand why he wasn't more forthcoming about what exactly happened to their daughter. And it's why they said they're speaking out. Next steps for them, they said, is trying to get to Zanzibar so they can get to the bottom of what happened.
Yeah, all of you putting in comments, it's crazy. Like you said, Diane says, nowhere to be found. He's MIA. Stefania says, sounds like the Hunger Games. Yeah, cuz you said that's very suspect. Stefania says you don't believe that for 1 minute. Stefania also says, yeah, there's been an influx of women being killed by their boyfriend, husband. From this first in Tanzania to the vice mayor that was killed in Florida to the lady whose husband pushed her overboard in the Bahamas. Yeah, on the boat, right? Exactly. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too. That's crazy. Here's another one with your boy. I'll just play this one.
You never like to say too early you won. We won the bet. In the first hour, it was over. We have very much beaten militarily. Somebody said, on a scale of 10, where would you rate it? I said about a 15. We're putting the war money a lot. And we've won. Let me tell you, we've won. I mean, for them, it's a war. For us, it's turned out to be easier than we thought.
US President Donald Trump calling on countries to send ships to the Strait of Hormuz.
We are demanding that these countries come in and protect their own territory. They should come and they should help us. And I've always felt that was a weakness of NATO. We were going to protect them. But I always said, when in need, they won't protect us. Now, this isn't need. I've long said that, I wonder whether or not NATO would ever be there for us. So this was a great test. Because we don't need them, but they should have been there. We've obliterated just about everything there is to obliterate, including leadership. You don't do a ceasefire when you're literally obliterating the other side.
Trump warning Iran, if it doesn't fully open without threat the Strait of Hormuz within 48 hours, the US will hit and obliterate their various power plants.
They want very much to make a deal. We'd like to make a deal too. They did something yesterday that was amazing, actually. They gave us a present. Steve, can I reveal the present? 8 boats that are going right up the middle of the Hormuz Strait. Your Prime Minister was not there, as you know. He didn't have to. I didn't ask him. I was more doing a test. I said, I really would love to have you come up. Bring your boats. You can sail through the beautiful Hormuz Straits, and you can protect people that are being shot at. They didn't do it.
Trump said on social media that he's extending his ban on bombing Iran's power plants by 10 days until April 6th.
We've had very good negotiations today with Iran. You never know with Iran because we negotiate with them and then we always have to blow them up. And if France or some other country wants to get oil or gas, they'll go up through the strait. They'll be able to fend for themselves. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong.
Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped up in one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the fucking strait, you crazy bastards. or you'll be living in hell. Just watch.
The President of the United States deciding to deal openly, if incoherently, in the language of genocide. The whole civilization will die tonight, he posted, never to be brought back again.
President Trump announced the U.S. and Iran have agreed to a 2-week ceasefire. President Trump, at this moment, touting his ceasefire with Iran as a big day for world peace.
You know, you never like to say too early you won. We won the bet. In the first hour, it was over. We have very much beaten militarily. Somebody said, on a scale of 10, where would you rate it? I said about a 15.
That's your boy. You know, he's just a hot mess. Hold on. I got more. Let's see. Hold on. I tell you this. You never know what you're gonna get with this stuff, bro.
Trillions in ancient.
Let's see. We did that. You're trying to get rid of peace. Heck, okay, how that works. This is the TI thing. I'll show this. Well, you can listen to it.
It's slowing down. It's to 60. Yeah, I am doing 61 on a 45, and I am not gaining him. He's also all over the road. Jeez.
Hi, good evening. My name is Officer Lopez of the Connecticut Police Department. Reason I'm pulling you over is you're doing over 70 miles an hour at a 45. You didn't know? I got you. You got your driver's license on you? All right. Are you the registered owner of the vehicle? Okay. Do you have a photo or anything like that of your driver's license? Yeah. All right, got you. All right. So, you mind stepping out and we're going to talk right here real quick, back here?
About what?
You need to step out of the vehicle.
Step out for what?
So there's a firearm in this vehicle. You're already speeding. You don't have anything on you. I'm separating you from the firearm. All right. Are you going to get out of the car or not?
I don't tell me what.
I already told you what. Pennsylvania versus Mims. Are you getting out or not? Supreme Court case law. Are you getting out or not?
I don't know what to do.
All right. You need to get out of the car.
You're not telling me.
If you do not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for obstruction.
You're going to arrest me for obstruction?
Yes, if you do not get out of the car.
I don't know why. I don't feel safe.
All right. If you do not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for obstruction.
I don't feel safe.
If you do not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for
You're not
obstruction.
telling me a valid reason why
That's
this got
a perfectly valid reason. Like, Google it if you want to. It's not going to end well for you.
Let me call my lawyer, man.
You have that right, but you're not even under arrest right now. You're still just detained.
Stay in my car.
No, you don't. Get out of the car.
Hey, Quinn. So I'm pulled over right now, and they telling me I got to get out the car for what reason?
Because we're going to have a conversation back at the back of the
They
car.
want to have a conversation.
You need to get out of the car. Doesn't matter why.
I'm not getting out the car because you want to have a... No, I'm not getting out the car.
Okay.
All right. So
All right. At this time, you are under arrest. You are not free to leave. You are under arrest.
I'm not under arrest.
You are under arrest. I'm informing you that you are under arrest.
I'm under arrest for what? Hold on, my lawyer called. Hey, so the police officer's right here telling me I have to step out my car, and I'm telling him I don't want to step out my car. He's telling me to step out the car to have a conversation.
I've already told you you're under arrest. You're under arrest at this point.
And he's trying to tell me since I didn't want to step out the car, I'm under arrest. I'm under arrest.
But you are under arrest at this point. All right? So you need to get out of your car right now.
All right.
Okay.
So this make y'all feel tough.
Not the slightest. All it does is give me some paperwork.
Right. I have paperwork. You want me to get out my car to talk to me about what? What are you talking about?
This is not your car. You're absolutely flying down the road at 70 miles an hour in a 45.
Never had a police tell me to step out the car to ask simple questions.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a firearm within like 2 feet of both of our faces. Yeah, I'm gonna have
It's in front of you. It's in front of you. What are you talking about?
Not just that, you have an open THC container in the center console.
Okay.
All right, who do you want to pick up the car and the gun? I gotta be here in 30 minutes or less.
What happened at home with y'all? What y'all so upset about?
All right. What are we calling? Okay. We are over at 7050 Jimmy Carter.
And tell them American Deli.
Do you know about
American Deli.
Get over here?
American Deli.
There's a lot of us.
American Deli.
7050.
American Deli.
7050 Jimmy
Alright,
Carter.
hang my phone up and lock my phone.
Alright.
Hang my phone up and lock my shit.
for you to get here.
Hang it up and lock it. Hang it up and lock it. Hang it up and lock it. Alright, now let go.
Yes, sir. Hey, how's it going? My son. Yes, sir. He's currently under arrest for obstruction. Okay. As well as a variety of other traffic charges. Right. Yeah, he was caught doing 70 and a 45. He was instructed to step out of the vehicle because there was a firearm on the dashboard, and we wanted to separate him from that, and he refused.
Did he express his fear for safety?
We got to be safe too. Otherwise, they're done. Right.
Understood.
Yeah, I don't know.
So there's absolutely no way to resolve this.
No, he was told multiple times that he needed to get out of the vehicle. He was even told that, according to Supreme Court case law, he is required to exit a vehicle when he is requested to do so by a law enforcement officer. Pennsylvania versus Mens, he stated that he doesn't have to, he doesn't want to. He's informed that he is under arrest at this time, but still continuing to refuse to exit the vehicle. And it wasn't until his lawyers called him back and said, "You need to get out of the car right now." And he got out of the car and placed under arrest.
So you got that, right? Listen, little boy, I don't know who told you with the law, but you sure don't know it. And
Listen, little boy.
yeah, listen, somebody got to learn it. Everybody, this Real Talk Chronicles, I'm sorry for the layman's term of showing you videos and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to take some AI classes or some computer classes with my wife, so I can learn how to share and do these things like that. But I'm in front of the screen, not behind it, you know. I don't know what else to give you guys tonight. I'm not going to give you too much. I'm not going to hold you. It's a beautiful day out there. Enjoy the rest of it. But we got a lot going on in this country. People are missing in other countries. Wives are dying. That's the craziest thing about it. We're at war. What's going on? Let's see. What Stefania says, what he says. We got to track our kids how to de-escalate these sorts of situations. Absolutely. I mean, before the pandemic, I was going around doing a lot of conversations and interacting with schools on how to interact with law enforcement and things of that magnitude. Right now, it did not pick back up, I guess, after the pandemic and things of that magnitude. I was asked recently could I come facilitate something like that? And I will do that. Don't worry about it, Stefania. You know, we got time. We got time, and thank you for being part of it. And anybody, if you ever want to be a part of Real Talk Chronicles, all you got to do is just ask, let me know. Come on, and all we doing, is talking about current events and topics that bother you. I see my Donnie is under a lot of heat in New York. He's not liked. He's not liked. I don't know what his approval rating is and stuff of that magnitude, but I think he's going back on a lot of his words and stuff like that. People are not happy with him. What's your thoughts on the Donnie? Those? I might get somebody that's running for office in, I think, Philadelphia to come on the show so he could talk about what he's trying to do. So I got a lot of stuff in the works. I'm just putting it all together. Of course, you know, I like talking to my boys, but they're not here tonight, and I'm not going to just talk to you, even though I love this camera thing, but I'm not just going to talk to you just to talk to you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end 15 minutes early and wish you all a good evening. Are you watching the playoff games? What are you doing? I'm going to watch the games. I might go smoke a cigar. And of course, have a little libation. So Malika will see you next week. I might jump on with her. So if anything, force of the moment with positive vibes only. Please keep the energy high. Let's just all try to be better to each other. Let's cut the hate. Let's cut the nonsense. Knock it off. I could talk about like hate. Oh my God, I've had people who hate. Oof, what? I don't even get about that. Where's Richie Rich and Uncle Kev? Yeah, they're probably outside enjoying the weather too. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to start paying them. You know what I'm trying to say? Exactly. Thanks for a great show. Anyway, absolutely. We touched on some topics. We would do it. For those, please follow me. You know, subscribe to it on YouTube. And you know, every day I'm putting some kind of information out in regards to politics or anything that I think is prevalent to your knowledge. My page is a plethora of good times, political stuff, and inspirational stuff. So with that being said and saying all that, I'm Bill Foster, Real Talk Chronicles. I'll see you soon. I'll see you at Row House if you come by this weekend. Talk to you later. Peace.